Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and Doug's in the house. This is the day that this is not a day I've been looking forward to, and the reason being is we've got to make another quarter panel for this side to match the other side. It was easy to make that quarter panel over there. It's because it was the first one I made. Now I got to try to make this one look exactly the same as that one over there, or very close to it. And as you remember, we started with a paper pattern first. We traced it onto a piece of metal. It looked exactly like this when we traced it off, basically. I got Doug to cut it in half because we've only got a 4-foot roller. And basically them are the tools I have to use. If I had something that was 8 feet, maybe I would go for it, but I do not have it, so I cannot use it. As I pull this apart, you can see that Doug has cut it in half. It's been sitting for a little bit. It's got a little rainwater on it from the storm. That's okay. But what I have to do is I have to make the quarter panel. We have not even tried the quarter panel on this side yet. We got this side stripped down up top here. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to cut this quarter panel completely off and make like the other side. Stick with us because this could be a bad one. I'm not sure. I'm not into, well, I shouldn't say that. One quarter panel actually kind of destroys a full sheet of metal, and the reason being is you can't get 2 quarter panels out of it. We've got another half a sheet over there, somewhat half a sheet. Not that I'm going to throw it out or anything by no means, but you know, 1 quarter panel per sheet of metal, it can run up there, so you really want to take care. This quarter panel we have not tried anything on. We have not put any paper on it. We have not done anything other than clean it off. We have a quarter panel that we made for the other side. We transferred over, flipping it over, and we're using the exact same cut, exact same pattern for this side. So the issue is, I do not know where to cut the quarter panel off. I have no idea yet. So what's going to go on is we're going to make the quarter panel, we're going to set the quarter panel on the car, and then we'll trace off where it fits. Then we can draw that line and start cutting it off and getting it ready to rock and roll. But let's just start. I'm going to ask Doug, or no, we're fine for now. Nope, I want to clean off this. We have the machine right here. I'm just going to clean off a little bit of the rust right quick, and then we'll roll it just right quick, just to get the rust off. I'm actually not going to clean that off. It's got my lines on it. I want to shave that back a little bit. We made it a little bit bigger than we needed it, and that's fine. But I want to shave that back on this part, so I'm going to leave that, and then I'll clean it off. First thing we're going to do is let's make this one. We have the marks. Doug's going to do the rolling of it. Should have got some rain. Just want to knock this off for a sec, Doug. I got a little more. I can leave it there, but just not a good start, I guess. I'm not sure. So this panel goes on this side. So I have to just make sure which way I roll it, that's all. That's right, is it not? That's right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shove this thing in so it's straight all the way along here. And you're going to roll it. Doug, just a second. Go for it. Roll through. I'm thinking this thing is set exactly where it was before. I'm going to put your foot down on the wheel there, Doug, if you can. and we'll take off on you. Making some funny noise, eh?
It is. Sounds good.
Nice, and just going to give it a little touch here. Just a little bit touch. You can see we got a nice round there. Just a little bit more on this edge, that's all. We'll just do it again. No, sec, put me back out. Just gotta make sure this goes up through, that's all.
Jumpy.
Let's go for it. Now, if you want to take the front of that, Doug will just hold it up on here, and this should fit somewhat. And it does. I'm just talking about this shape. If you want to come back here and look at this, sweetheart, when I push that in, that's got a nice shape to it there. You know, it fits the quarter panel quite nice. Could you, that I don't mind that, pushing that in, that kind of gives it tension. I might screw that on there, I'm not sure yet. We'll just lay this one to a side. Let's roll this one. This one basically, to me, is going to be somewhat the issue, and the reason being is I have to get that line put in there the same. Going that way, I have to think about this for a second. Going that way. Just took my brain a second, that's all. Go for it, Douglas. Just gonna turn it just a little tiny bit. The reason being is that one there's a little bit rounder than this one, I think, up front there. Yeah. Alrighty. Now we have this quarter panel. How does it fit like in this part? A little bit long there, it seems like, does it? The stuff will come together down here after a bit. We'll deal with that after, like I did on the other side. Didn't go through that with anybody on the other side, but it had to be done. Okay. That there, let's put this together. Looks like it matches. Need a little bit more turn in there.
Yeah, a lot more on this one.
Okay, I'll just do this. Let's do this again. Go for it. That way there, when we butt them together, we'll have a better chance of butting them together because of the roll. And the reason we cut it in half is because I have to make a groove in the quarter panel. I think that's fine. Well, I'll get it to, while I get up and pull that, I'm going to a little bit and make it work. That's what I'll do. Now what I got going on here is I have to make the crease. There's a crease in the back of this. We made that crease, and that's what we're going to do. That's where separates when we make a match. It's not my face and my ass. They don't look alike. I want these to look alike. Close though, Doug?
Close.
They're close. All right, so I'm going to get a ruler. I'm just going to take an eye spot here for a second, and then we'll figure it out. What's going on over here is I have just below this cut here, and above the top of the wheel, right at the top of that wheel, I've got a bend in it, which it had from factory. And we're going to go to the other side. We're going to try to make that. I actually want it on this side so I can see where I'm bending it. It's right above the wheel, right along there somewhere. I'm just going to take a tape measure. See, this is where it gets confusing, not confusing, but tricky. And the reason being is I just want to get it to, say, 11, 10 and a half. 11 3/4, 10 3/4. Yeah, see, it says it's got to come down more. What's that one at? 11 1/4. 11 1/4. Just drawing that on there for a reference. Now, as I come around here, let's hold this up for a sec. I just want to make a mark on this. I'm going to transfer this mark to the other side. And that's right in there, right in with that groove, right in there. That's nice. Right in here with this groove coming around. That's where it went on the other side. Let's go. I'm going to check the other quarter panel on the other side. I'll let you baby that, Doug. We're up a little bit on this side. We're not down in there. We're up a little bit. So I'm going to let it down again, Doug. Let's do another one. And I'm going to go by that line. We're up quite a bit, actually. We're basically right on with that one. On this one over here, we're not. We're up a little bit. Right there. Let's go up an inch. At least an inch. So let's go for it. Don't bend it, Chad. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. It's no more wiggle. Let's try and do it. I'm just going to bend this over this line. You're going to try to keep that line straight on that, Doug.
Sure thing.
That look like straight on there, doesn't it? Somewhere.
Yeah.
This line here.
Yep.
And that's how we did it, wasn't it, Doug?
Yep.
Can't remember. I have to go back and watch the video.
You bend it back and forth.
Can you give me? I guess it doesn't much matter.
It's one way to bend it. As you notice, I'm not hitting it with a hammer. I'm bending it with my God-given hands. Now, we're up a little bit, aren't we, not? Or are we? We're a bit. Doesn't look that bad. You're trying to go up a little bit right here.
Let's do that again. I want this. Yeah, let's get that down there a little bit. I want to get this down a little bit. I think I do. I think I do. It just looks off to me, to be honest with you. Let's do it again. I'll just go up here a little bit further, that's all. Up here a little bit further. Does not look straight to me. This is the part where it gets you.
Doesn't look straight on that one either. Let's go for it. How was I doing that, Doug? How did I get that?
You rolled it in there. I think you just stuck it in there and back down.
All right.
We rolled it.
Yeah, we roll it.
Rolled it, didn't we?
Roll it, man.
Roll?
Roll it, yeah. All right, roll it back. Roll it again. Do it again. Trying to get straight with that line.
Look straight to me.
All right, whoop. Do it again. Roll it back in. Do the hokey pokey. All right, just a second. Now, what I'm gonna do, just go back and that rope right there. Now, what I'm thinking is I got this line on here. See that line going on there? Not bad.
Straight.
Just roll it. No, just roll it back. Roll it back in. Whoa, right, stop right there. Come in a little further. That's good, that's good. I'd say that I like doing this, but right now, at the present moment, when something like this messes up, it really can deter, like, roll it out. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. We're in the same spot, I think. Not bad.
Looks pretty good, buddy. Looks like you did that before.
Bad. Good. I'm not sure if I want to go in there a little bit further. I think I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any necessary.
It looks a bit right here, man.
Good. Awesome. Now we're going to, yeah, there's no sense going crazy with that. Just look at the other side to see if we got as much action going on. I think we got just as much action going on, to be honest with you. I think we got just as much action going on. And basically, we bent this in a straight line and this in a straight line. It's just running up on the panel, but that's fine. We got just as much action going on, I'd say. That looks good and straight too. That there looks good and straight. That looks good and straight. Let's butt weld these together. And flip this over. Flip this over. We'll butt weld these together. This one's got less action going on there. That's for sure. We can give it some action. What's that?
If you roll that top half.
Jolene telling me what to do, and I don't mind a bit.
She's boss.
All right, roll back up then. All I'm doing is lifting up on it a little bit.
A little help.
Everybody needs a little help sometimes, don't they, Doug?
We do.
Not bad, not bad. We're looking pretty good there now. Hickory dickory dock.
Spiffy.
Spiffy?
Spiffy.
Alrighty. When things go good, it's nice. But when things, if I made a wrong call on that, then I could have been, it just deters you. And what you have to do is just stick with it.
You've got good help. That's what it is.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Got good help, man. Got good help. All right, Douglas, I'm going to get you to hold me. You can hold that metal if you want, or if we want to put it together, or pry it together. I just want to make sure there's a gap in between it because we cut it.
Okay. That's right.
Let's start in the center first. And we have to make it flush in the center, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. So we just go just a little distance away. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a mega knot.
The same, man.
I'm going to use a mega knot. Let's put it together somewhat closer. That'd be nice. Nice distance there apart. Just because, you know, that would be the zip cut blade.
Yeah.
Nicer on your side than it is mine.
I just let go.
Ooh, that feels good. My glasses right there anywhere's, Doug, please and thank you. Because I can't see. Thank you.
Can you hold this end together too?
It'd be nice if it was...
Finger press it. Looks pretty good sitting right there on the floor, man.
Yep, just like that, buddy. Hold on. Missed it twice. If I pull that trigger one more time and it don't work, am I allowed to get ugly?
Sure, go ahead.
You don't give a shit, do you?
Don't bother me, right?
Put the wire in there. Too long.
Is your gas on?
I don't know, but I'm making a mess.
Yeah. It's just a sound, right?
Making a mess.
Helps when you turn the gas on.
Okay, Doug.
It works a little bit better. I should have been on that, man.
Just want to make sure it's flush across. Ah, better. I'm just going to do this side here first, I guess. The only reason I pulled that up so far like that is because it is going to fall and I don't want it to, really. I want it to be. I should have my gloves on. Got her. Ouch. Pretty close there, so I'm just gonna hit this right here. Hit this mess. Saying that we got her. That feels good there. Alrighty. Oh, I forgot to bend that. All right.
Jumping time.
Is that what you call that?
If we were a machine, we'd still get it in there, right?
All right. Shit. Just want something underneath that for a second. Just hold that panel up there, just so it don't fall down. That's all. What I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to. Yeah, that looks good. Looks good. That looks good. We're going to have to pull that out this way and probably try to get that put in there. So, made my first mistake. My first mistake was not to put a bend on the bottom of that. That's the first mistake. I should have had that over there and done that. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. It's going to take two of us. Before it could have took one of us. Now it's going to take two of us.
I helped you make that mistake.
Did you help me make that mistake, Doug?
Sure did. That's what I'm here for.
Thanks everybody for coming back. We appreciate it. If you do not know, how do you subscribe to this channel, sweetheart? Hit the subscribe button.
But you have to have an email.
So you have to have an email to be able to subscribe, I guess. And I don't. I don't know my email, so for me to tell somebody else how to subscribe is probably not the right thing. You can throw a comment in though, or a like, or a share, or just have fun watching. Doug, I'm going to get you to control this bad boy, this behemoth. I'll get you on that side. I'm going to transfer. Nope, the lines are on that side. That's fine. All right, just a second here. You're going to grab the back part if you can. We're going to try to keep this as one panel the best we can. We're out there and a little bit in the center, and that is fine. That is fine. You're going to go that way. This was a mistake of mine right here. This is a mistake. This is a mistake.
Well, they called too.
So if you can. Just a sec, Douglas. Just a sec, Dougie.
Get her up.
All right, go for it. Like, put her down.
Happy?
Is it, no, keep coming. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nope. Put it up. Try to do it again. Lift it up. Try to do it now. I'm happy. Now, can you hold? You want to come on this side or you stay on that side? Which side do you want to stay on?
Come on this side, buddy.
The thing's moving. Okay, now we've got a line here and it's moving. See my line moving?
The other side's not down?
It's just that it has to go in further.
Get the middle of her.
Yeah. This is a mistake, people.
We all make mistakes.
Well, if you follow the internet, there's not many people that make them.
Oh, I know. Everybody's perfect.
You got her.
They just don't show it. The mistakes.
All right, we're gonna go that far. I think that far is lots. Let's pull that bad boy out. Now I got to just hold it down like that. Let's flip it upside down, Douglas. On the other side, I remember I bent that too far. And I don't want to do that this time on this side, on this one. Transferring the mark on the back side. Made this quarter panel from the other side. So, the front and the left should be the same, sort of. I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to have to change that again. You just got to hold the quarter panel, buddy.
I swear.
It went well for the start of it, but we kind of jumped the gun. And the reason being is,
Slap it.
damn it. All right, we'll take it back your way there a little bit. We're just gonna clamp that sucker on the line. Get in there. Stop it. Just for shits and giggles, you gotta hold that, Doug?
Yep.
Damn it. Just for shits and giggles. Make it twice as hard for the second side, right? That's what you want to do. 2 3/4. We're going up, Doug. Have it just a little bit further, and I'm going to leave it like that. Sort of too much, to be honest with you. And the reason I'm saying that's too much is because I want to be able to. All right, back in action. All right, Douglas. Let's turn it upside down. Now we have this piece here. You can just hold that like that, can you not? Just stand in the center of it. Whatever. This piece here, this piece was on the other side, exact same thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it, obviously. So that's in the back. Right there at the point should tell me exactly where to put that point. That's how I'm doing it, right there, just like that. And I want to take the flapper wheel and knock it off to that mark line, because that mark line was our real line. So I'm going for it. Bear with me, Doug. We can lay that down, don't you, if you want to? Just grab that glove underneath there, maybe. We'll lay it down like that for a second. That way there you don't have to, something falls and it'll bend. But basically what's going on here right now is I have the lip, and I want to shave some off it, and I want my gloves, not the supersized ones.
Welding gloves.
The welding gloves, yeah. We'll clean the rust off it here in a second. But I just want to get the outside. Do not care about the inside lip, because the inside lip can be trimmed off anytime it wants to be. It's the outside lip. I have a black line there, and I'm taking the black line off. And everything's good too, because everything's nice and round. When I put the shape of the quarter panel to the shape of this, I know I'm getting that round shape. Also, this should have a little bit of round here, and I think it does, because if it went by the other pattern, it does. As you see, I think I like that tool better for cleaning the metal. That tool there takes away metal. This one here just cleans it. And that's what I want to do. I just want to clean it. I don't want to take anything away. Now we're going to nail this on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this piece to tell me what shape the quarter panel is in by when we knock it on. I'm thinking that we do want it stood up for knocking it on. Make the best we can. And what I'm going to do is Doug's going to help me here. I'm just going to start by, basically goes on like so, and we get our shape. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that with Doug for a second. Doesn't matter if you hold it on or not. Doug, just kind of hold it. I'm going to get you a pair of gloves because you might get burnt also. Do you want the big fluffy ones, or would you like a pair that fit?
I don't think I'm fussy.
I'll just get this welder turned on. Get this going here. And basically, we're just going to get things matching up, that's all. We'll try the quarter panel on after we get this geared up, and then we can draw that line across and we know where we're taking it off. How did I do this last time?
Very carefully.
Nope, let's pull this in your way. Yep. That's how we did it last time, I think. And that's how I'm going to do it this time, I think. If you want to just keep... No, it's good. I want... I'm going to keep this going with... I'm going to tack it on right here at the corner. Watch your eyeballs. One tack, it's on there. And... Gonna bring this down. All right, Doug, I'll get you to hold the back of the... How am I gonna do that now? I have to make it fit. So when I grind it off, I've got pleasure. I'm just gonna grab a hammer for a second. I sort of want to get this and in. I'm gonna nail it. The reason being is I hammer it after. That makes sense. Can you push it my way, Doug? Just this piece here I want. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I kind of missed on that one. Let's stand her up and see if we can get her going that way. See how it's making that quarter panel turn? Watch.
Yep.
See that?
Flexing it out. Hold it.
I just want to get this.
bead in there better before I start. I want this out to the edge, let it come out. Get this applied together here. Can't see it real good. Okay, let's bring it up. This is all about placement, like it's got to be placed on there right. I cannot grind it off and do it and make it look awesome if I do not place the welds right. I'm trying to leave that perfect fit so it can be ground. It's good. It's good. Just gonna flatten that out there a little bit. Hammering it to straighten it out and hammering it to dent it is two different things. Small triangle. I just want to get this. Yep. Good. Just hammer down a little bit. Gotta get it up here soon. Right there. You want to just hold the front there good, Douglas? That'd be awesome. Yeah, just kind of manipulating this sucker. Beautiful. You are Joey. Gorgeous. Remember the hair all straightened today, looking like she's going to the runway. She did so. She had a good looking top on. She's my lady. Back off, boy, she's mine. I'm thinking that I want to tack that right there. I got a little spot right there. I can touch it with a hammer and knock that flat so it fits right. That's aftermath. Ooh, that fits real good. This corner. That's where we're going to have to do that cutoff thing. Remember, we put that in there and then we cut that off and then made that bottom piece. Don't know what's going on here yet. Don't know what's, we'll deal with that later because that fits. Now, what I'm saying is we've got, you can see how that piece that we put in makes that quarter panel tight. It makes it into something, just like the other side.
That's the backbone of the whole situation. When you get making something like this, the quarter panel, that lip and stuff, you start bending that over the hammer and start trying to do that. Whew, it can become quite a hassle. Exact same thing if you're building the front of your fender. You might as well make the face of the front fender and add the lip after. It's just so much easier. You can get a better job done. I'm going to get Doug on the back. If you unhook that, we're going to slide this up. I'm just kind of wondering if we should not, what? Got kind of bowed out there in the center we are. Just kind of wondering what's going on with our center panel here. All right, that'll be easily pushed in, no problem at all. Now, what I'm going to do is, Doug, I'm going to grab our self-tapper. It's not allowing us up very far, is it? If you want to come in the middle, Doug, and hold up on this. Actually, this piece isn't doing that great. You don't have to hold up on that. Yeah, you do, I guess. Fits nice along there. Fits nice along there. This is basically, not saying it is, but basically where the quarter panel is going to fit. We're hard up in that wheel well. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut. Let's take that off, Doug. Set it down like so. All right, I'm going to get Doug. You're going to take and put 2-inch tape along that mark. Bring it down so it's down there. Then you're going to follow the line. 2-inch tape along here, all the way down. Give me 2 inches from the whole outside of the panel. This stuff here, Doug, I cut just above, and then we'll deal with the lip after, like we did. You know what I'm saying? To cut this, we can cut it off in sections or whatever. You get it taped up, I'll go for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some weld to the top of the panel. I'm going to get excuse me, sweetheart. I'm just going to get in there and trade you spots for a second. Rubber hammer, trying to do a little something. Seems like an easier way to hit it. What's going on here now? What I want is, if we just take a look in here, you can see how the spot welds are coming right through. See how the spot welds coming right through on that? You can see like a bubble on this side. A bubble, see a bubble, a bubble, and a bubble, and a bubble, a bubble, a bubble. Most of them got bubbles. And what I want is, to be honest with you, I'd like to have it bubbled all the way through. So when I grind it off on the other side, I'm still saying it's welded together. And you have to be very careful of that. Doug's going for that. And before we start cutting on that, Doug, we will throw a blanket over the window there. Yep, and we just want to go 2-inch down. That's fine. Yep. You're allowed to leave that there. Just run that straight down that way, right down to the bottom. And then across the back of the tail light would be fantastic. Let's do this. Probably there. And the reason I'm doing this upside down is because I want that heat to come up here, not up on their panel. That would be a huge mistake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to help Doug cut this out and weld this at the same time. The reason being is, got a little bit of heat on that. Brand new panel, didn't want to do anything to it, so I'll just put a few mark spots on it. Come over here and cut for a bit, and then we'll go back to that. We got a blanket that we're gonna put on the roof. That's fine, Doug, it don't matter, I'm gonna zip cut it off anyways, right?
Yeah.
So whatever, if you wanna give me 2 inches down through here, it'd be fantastic. Give me a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. What am I going for? It's not a blanket, it's a fire, I guess it's called a blanket, fire blanket. If you want to. You got a hold of that bad boy? Jolene said, you didn't do a very good job covering them windows up the other time. I said, okay, sweetheart, well, I'll do a better job this time. Basically, that's what's gonna go on. I'm gonna do a better job this time. Got the trunk lid stripped, obviously. Got the back looking good there. We're just stripping it all the way around. We're gonna, yeah, alrighty. We're stripping the paint off it. Now, I wasn't listening to what I was told, was it, Jolene? Do not strip that car, she said. And I'm trying to, we did it, he says.
I never heard of
All right, Doug, I'm seeing where we got that done. I'm gonna let you cut that for a bit. You might as well cut a chunk out if you can. I'll put some more weld on that. See where I've given that a little bit of time. Here's your gloves. No worries. So I'll put a little spot on this. I'm gonna go to where it's got no weld spots. I wouldn't jump in amongst where it's heavy. I'm gonna go where it wasn't heavy. Makes sense to me. Cut up, an inch before that somewhere so we can see what's going on. Then we can peel that off. You have to go across the top, but
Along the bottom?
no, just do up here and along there, and then we'll peel it down.
Okay.
Just like sardines. Just be careful how far you go in there, right? Don't go in there too far. Just come back a little bit. I don't want nothing real well. Just come back a little bit and go straight up.
don't pry in on the top piece, that's all. You'll have to cut that a little bit further. I gotta cut that anyway, so. This time we'll remember to cut that strip before we butt that on. That last time, go ahead. A little bit right here. Just want to see if the wheel well. No, you're not cutting the wheel well. No. Take a look here, Doug. Just take a. Yeah, you're not too bad. Take a look. Take a look up here. Take a look up here so you can see that where it's got to be slit right here. Oh, cut that a little bit more there, I guess. Start to see it now. Yeah.
Couple layers of metal there again. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, I've got other words, but if you want to get that cut off, Doug, that'd be fantastic. You might as well cut it off, rip it off, whatever you want to do with it. Just try not to go through too far and cut something you're not supposed to. Yep. That's all. Let me put that right back up. Well, yeah, you can cut that lip, might as well cut that lip off right there. Cut that right up through there. Nothing there. And you might as well, I'm thinking that can be cut up through there too, I'm thinking. Yes, it can be. And just cut that, just go right from that straight line, right back through that lip. And you want a zip cut, no doubt in my mind.
This one's almost gone.
Something a little longer, eh?
I'm gonna finish it off.
On this stuff, you just want to be careful that you're not cutting something that you don't want to. When you come in here and we're that close to the wheel well itself, you can take this zip cut and go in too far and you end up cutting your wheel well. We're okay there because we got a piece in there. But when we cut around here, we want to be careful. When we're cutting up through here, we don't want to cut into the wheel because it causes repair. And we don't want to repair, we want to fix. So we're going to have the exact same fix on this side, I see, as we had on the other side. We're going to have to put that angle iron in there and that whatever we put on this. I'm not sure what we did. 2-piece angle iron, did we not? 1 3/4. Yeah. You know what we could do? We could build a box and put in a golf cart door there, or a golf. No, just keep cruising. Don't listen to me.
No ideas.
No, not on this one. Just replace and fix. That's all there is to this one. Replace and fix. Straight.
Yes, a couple pieces of metal there. She's attached.
Slip that right there, bye. Right across
So. Alrighty, good looking stuff.
Excellent.
All right. Nice. We'll get that after, Doug.
Yep.
You might as well cut this. Come in here and up here and maybe cut on top of that. Don't go up, don't go in too far. I know there's filler there that's gonna probably. What filler? So I just take another little chunk of it. You're quite a ways away there. You can see that. So you can take your zip cut and go up, 2 inches above the wheel lip. Come up here and just cut that chunk off. I'll stay with the quarter panel. Just keep welding dots on it. Beautiful. Now we're getting to Good. Just was wondering about the wheel well. It's all good. It's all good. Just the 6-inch ones now, Doug. You got to watch your knuckles, buddy.
What's that, pal?
The 6-inch zip cuts.
I see that.
So you got to watch your knuckles. Right? Be careful.
They're real well on there, do they, bud?
What's that?
They're really well on the rim there, do they?
Flip it upside down. Flip it up the other way so it faces down. Sometimes they work better that way.
Okay.
Kind of weird, but you do not have to follow that line with that 6-inch.
Straight down on it.
Perfect. Just go. Yeah, exactly. let's cut it off. Let's cut this off. Something just flew off, your end just flew off.
Oh, Jesus.
So don't cut the bottom of this off. Because I want to see this to mark it like the last side. Remember, see how this last side I marked it? We put it down around, then we marked how long it was. So somehow, some way, leave the bottom of this. So only cut down this far and come across here and leave that bottom because I want to see how far we cut it. Okay? And your piece took off rolling underneath the car. I don't know how that did that, but it did.
Nor do I. Thank you.
There's a brand new one up there, and that's the one. And this is the reason why I like using high heat when I'm welding something like this together. I want it to penetrate, and if I turn the heat down, it'll take a little bit longer. You'll weld a little bit longer. Where I got it turned up, it works really quick. Again, I like. Every once in a while, I'll sneak one back here. No harm, no foul. That bottom gonna stay? All right. I just want the bottom to stay the same. Free at the top. You're not free here at the corner maybe, or not free right here?
Yeah.
You're not free, Doug.
I'm not free. I'm not free. We'll be in a second. There's metal.
Right there, that bottom corner. Yeah. Go this way on it. The old quarter panel. Now we have that quarter panel. You can see they overlap that quarter panel. There's not even any rust on that part. You can see where they beat it in with the hammer, had a little bit of rust going on there, but in actual fact, well, that's, you know, that goes to show you. Goes to show you the outside is rustier than anything, that's for sure. All right, I'll let you cut that then.
Sweet.
One quarter panel, with a wing. That's what I wanted, Douglas, right there. That's what I wanted, old buddy.
Sweet.
I wanted to see this bottom part. That's what we wanted. We want to set the quarter panel on there. No, we know that, well, it's obviously got two pieces going on there. I'm not sure if that's the factory piece there, what holds that bottom on. It could be. It actually looks like the car had damage before. On this side, looks like it's been hit on that side. It was punched in there. You can see where it's bowed in there a little bit. So now with what's got to happen is we got to trim some of this metal here off this wheel well to make sure that we can get that in there fitting right, because this lip is not staying whatsoever. This lip here is going to be our guide for the bottom of the quarter panel. So when we fit the we're actually just going to cut that down a little bit further and try to get it off is what we're going to do. This part can stay, Douglas, so if you can get, that's not. You can see she's been welded up before. But in order to get a true read to get that quarter panel on, we want to get this lip off the wheel well itself. And I do not want to disturb this piece down here. I want to keep this piece when we put the quarter panel on, because I can come along the bottom and trace the quarter panel to give it the shape. So this is what we're going to do. Where are we at for time?
1:13.
What?
1:13.
1:13. So this is what we're going to do. We're at 1:13. That's about the end of it. I've got the quarter panel to keep on welding up. That's what's got to be done. Trying to keep the heat off it. Trying to keep it shaped. Have to clean off this stuff. We have to clean off this stuff here, off this wheel lip, in order to put the quarter panel up in place. If we put it on that right there, then we're down however thick the fill is and how thick the metal is. You can see in here what it looked like, or what it looks like. That's filler in there. We want to get that, it's quite thick. We want to pull that off and get the original wheel lip, or the original opening of the wheel well, and then we'll get the quarter panel put up. Then we'll know exactly where to put it on. We know exactly, well, we don't know exactly, but we have a reference mark here. This stuff is being cut off because as we butt weld it, but there's stuff that has to be fixed. Stuff has to be torn off, has to be fixed, torn off, and ripped off as we go. I have to finish welding that. When you come back tomorrow, because we're going to be here, we'll have this probably cleaned off. We'll have that fixed. We'll have the quarter panel ready to go on and start butting it on. All right, everybody, thanks a lot and appreciate you coming back. We really do. We appreciate it. We're starting to strip the car, as you can tell. We got the back strip, we got the trunk lid strip, we got the quarter panel stripped on this side. It's really looking good. It's actually looking like she's in bare metal. Thanks a lot, everybody. Like, share, comment, come back. We'll be here putting a quarter panel on. Good day.